We chose and we choose the life we have.
Minute by minute we count down. We're heading for it. The turn of a page and the chapter is gone. It's gone. So you go your own way and I go mine. Two different stories, but do you believe all is said and done? I don't. Just make me believe in love when you're gone. Forever after. Just make me believe that we find someone here in the afterglow. I believe there's a lesson to be learned. Let's pay it forward. If you're playing with fire, you might get burned. Let the flames go higher. Just make me believe in love when you're gone. Forever after. Just make me believe that we find someone here in the afterglow. Open your heart, open your mind tonight. Not even a storm can tame this heart on fire. Just make me believe in love when you're gone. Forever after. Just make me believe that we find someone here in the afterglow. Just make me believe in love when you're gone. Forever after. Just make me believe that we find someone here in the afterglow. Here in the afterglow. I've been trying to bend the rules since I barely was walking. I've been trying harder all my life, cause I need to be perfect. If I could just be a little better, maybe you could be my salvation out here. I can get it off, we are never done. I'm Juliet, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. Cause as long as you are here with me, I'll be living, loving, wild and free. I can get it off, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. I just give 200% every day cause I own it. I'm fighting all of my life, I'm bad and I know it. If I could just be a little better, maybe you could be my salvation out of here. Ooh, I can get it off, we are never done. I'm Juliet, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. Cause as long as you are here with me, I'll be living, loving, wild and free. I can get it off, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. Summer days, they will be over soon. Nothing else could get me and you. Let's just sleep beneath the big blue moon. Yeah, yeah. Summer days, they will be over soon. Nothing else could be like me and you. Let's just stay beneath the big blue moon. Yeah, yeah. I can get it off, I don't really care, I'm going offline forever. Get out of my hair, I weaken all my core values. I don't miss a thing, none of that is real. I put the love on me, all the energy. I don't really care, I'm going offline forever. I could be generous, maybe delete later. Would you stare it down? I could keep you posted. Picture perfect lives, imaginary worlds, heavy cloud of minds. I think I'll pass on that. When did this get so important? Maybe it's not. I don't really care, I'm going offline forever. Get out of my hair, I weaken all my core values. I don't miss a thing, none of that is real. I put the love on me, all the energy. I don't really care, I'm going offline.
got to stand up strong, think the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. Good morning. I am JESHUA Peterson. You can get involved by calling 888-77-53773. 888-77 Jesse. 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 I hope you had an amazing weekend. It went by fast, huh? It went by fast. Amazing. They go by fast. My weekend was amazing. Went by so fast. And yesterday, fellowship, oh Lord, it was amazing. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JESHUApeterson.com/show. JESHUApeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about, you can podcast the show. And we are heard around the world by everybody and their mama. And so different time zone for different people, so different things are going on in your lives. In some situations, you have to podcast the show because you got to move about. But you don't have to miss a minute of it, even though you can podcast and watch it later. But you can be listening on your iPhone or iPad, excuse me. You can be listening on your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. We take all calls, but as you know, unless this is your first time tuning in, as you know, Mondays is and will always be Female Monday. All my life, I had to fight.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
All my life I had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Deep in their soul, they want to be
Deep in
home
my
with those babies.
soul,
We've been lied to for so long.
I do believe. Amazing. So, have a brand new biblical question. And it's another doozy for those men and women who want to know themselves and overcome the fallen state. Want to overcome it. These questions are for you. But for those who love their misery, who love their thrills, who love their jealousy, envy, and strife and revenge, it's not for you. So you don't have to worry about it. But for those who do, you can overcome. There's nothing stopping you but you. And last week's biblical question, are you living your own life? And what does it mean to live your own life? We responded to that on yesterday in the fellowship. rebuildingtheman.com/church. rebuildingtheman.com/church. And the reality is, you're not living your own life because you don't have your own life. There is no such thing as you in your own life. It's not your own life. The life that we have came from God. But the life that you're living is of evil because you have created an illusionary life. So you're living a miserable life. But life, that's the problem, that in that fallen state, we create false life, false identities. All right? So our life is not our own. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you will become free. Really. You will become free. So thanks for responding to last week's biblical question. And this one, oh my God. You so hard-boded beat me. All my life I've been beat by men. My uncle, my daddy, my cousin, my nephew. I ain't gonna take it no more. This biblical question, if this doesn't make you pause for the cause, I don't know what will. It's a doozy. Is there anyone smarter than you? Is there anyone smarter than you? What an amazing question. Is there anyone smarter than you? Know thyself, and you shall be free. Not maybe, but you shall be free. Amazing. So I was reflecting again, as I always do now, and I realized that, and I've realized this for a while now, that human beings are cruel to each other. Human beings does not know how to treat one another. And so they treat each other in an awful way. Hatred, scheming and conniving, revengeful, jealousy, strife, physical attack due to anger, gossiping, everything, lying to one another, trying to hurt one another. Human beings to each other. I mean, if you haven't noticed by now, I don't know what else it's going to take for you to see the cruelty of human beings. And it's getting worse. Somebody asked yesterday in the fellowship, something like, I don't remember exactly how the question, where is hell? Something like that. And rebuildingtheman.com/church, if you missed it. rebuildingtheman.com/church. Where's hell? And I explained to them something like, I don't know if that was a here or what, that hell is inside of human beings right here on earth. And those people who are living that life and loving it, they're inflicting it upon others. What inside of them is they're bringing it out and inflicting hell upon others. So hell is on earth inside of human beings, and then it's below. I'm being told that they think someone asked that after the church stream had ended. I think so, if I remember you right. Now that I'm reminded. But it's below, too. If you drop your body while you're already living in hell, you're stuck. And you're going to get, for eternity, what you're getting now, and it's just going to be worse. The backbiting, just the cruelty of human nature. And the human nature has no love in it because it's the nature of evil. It's the nature of evil. And so I'm reflecting on this, and what I realize now, even more so, that if you notice, human being bodies grow from childhood to adulthood. And it's kind of set up that way where it naturally grows by itself. You look around your child as a baby, and then next time you look around the child as a 10 years old, and then a teenager and an adult, right? But what I noticed is that, and so people may be able to go to work, they learn how to use the mind to work and stuff like that. But what I noticed is that human beings do not develop their mind. Some do it a physical way to learn how to work, how to buy food, to buy a house, or whatever in that physical way. But they never develop their spiritual mind, which is the real thing. Because you notice you can develop your physical mind, you can get jobs, you can get an education, reading, writing, arithmetic, and you can buy things, and you're going to be somewhat physically smart with those things, but yet you don't have peace. You may gather all those physical things, married, whatever you do, but you still don't have peace. And the reason is you have not developed your mind. It's rare, really rare, to run into a man or a woman who has developed their spiritual mind. Even the churches and the Christians don't develop their spiritual mind. They read the Bible, they quote the scriptures, and they say they believe in Jesus, but yet they don't have peace because they have not developed their spiritual mind. And mind, an intellectual mind, you're never going to have peace. You may have physical things, but you're not going to have peace. Why don't you start working on your spiritual mind? That's where peace is. And that's where everything is. But most people don't develop spiritually. They are spiritually undeveloped because that takes work. That takes attention. You need to pay attention to it, right? But most people do not develop spiritually. They're still lost. They're still unhappy. They have no peace. And then they gain a lot of things in some cases. And then they're thinking, well, if I get this, or if I get married, or if I buy this house, or if I do this or that, then this will bring peace. And they do it, and it doesn't bring peace. Then they say, well, I'm going to read the Bible. I hear that a lot. I'm going to read the Bible. And they read the Bible through and through. And when they're done with the Bible, they still have no peace. they're not developing their minds. They're not maturing spiritually. It's rare. It's very rare. So work on yourself if you want to be free. If you don't, stay in your misery. Stay in your thrills. Your feel good thrills and your feel bad thrills. Because that's all you got. And that's all you will ever get. Very interesting discussion with a young lady yesterday about exactly those things. A spiritual battlefield is a warfare between good and evil. And the one thing that you could bank on, I don't care how desperate you are and how hard you try, you're not going to find love in human beings, in human nature. You need a brand new nature. We all must be born again, meaning overcome that old nature and accept the new one. And in that new nature, which is of God, is perfect peace. Is love. It's mature. Maturity is everything. A spiritual battle. And things are just getting, human nature is getting worse. It's so violent now, it's not even funny. You remember last week we told you about a story over in Cincinnati where there were a white man and a lady attacked by what seemed to be a black mob. And they beat the man, they kicked him, stomped him. And then they, according to the report and what we saw in the video, they knocked the woman out. Flat on her, just knocked her out. And they were all cheering and loving it. I don't know about all, but they were enjoying the thrill of bringing misery upon someone else. And this seems to be happening a lot now, especially against white people, and mostly done by blacks. It looks like it seems that for some reason, and I know why, that the black generation now, especially the younger generation, are more violent against white people than ever. And it's that way because for the last 70 years, they have been pushing evil, telling black people that white people are your problem. Slavery, Jim Crow, police brutality, this false sense of racism. They said racism exists, and the white man trying to hold you back, and the younger generation, and this has been passed down from generation to generation to generation, not a young generation. It seems as though that's all they know. It's just pure violence. And I want to say to them, you can overcome it, number one. You don't have to stay angry. You could be free. And it's not coming from the white people, it's coming from your home. You become like your mother and grandmother, and or grandmother in some cases. You got to forgive your mother and your father, and you've been lied to when you left the house, and you had this anger, and they told you that it was because of slavery, it's because of Jim Crow, it's because of this, it's because someone can hold you down, it's because someone hates you because of your color. You've been lied to, and you don't have to live that way anymore. You don't have to be you any longer. You can drop that anger, blacks, and become individuals and be free because the people who have told you this have lied to you for personal gain. And it's getting worse. And white people have done all they can do to prove that they are not against you. And it's not working. Fox News reported, here's a little update on that Cincinnati brawl. And they have update, a fourth arrest has been made in connection with a violent Cincinnati brawl that took place on July 26th as authorities continue to hunt down suspects. Watch this from Fox News.
It's nearly a week after that 3 a.m. street fight. We see the leaders are now taking to the podium to address the fallout and the rising concern over crime.
And while the data shows the progress that we've made, it means nothing if the public perception does not match. Currently, too many Cincinnatians don't feel safe.
City officials saying they will increase police presence in downtown. And so far, 6 people have been charged with aggravated rioting and felonious assault. 4 are in custody, and police are actively pursuing the other 2. Police saying Jerome Matthews and another suspect ambushed the victims, one of them seen here. Before Matthews was bonded out of jail yesterday, his lawyer saying one of the victims actually started the fight when he slapped his client in the face, but detectives say they have proof that claim is not true.
Amazing, huh? And it's interesting how no one, well, at least no other black, well, I won't say no other black, but most blacks don't love one another to the point that they say, you know what, stop this. This is not normal behavior. It's not normal behavior. And it's everywhere. And it's interesting to see even the so-called lawmakers approving it. They go along with the attack on white people. They encourage it. And these people are saying this out loud now. They have no hesitation in talking about how they hate the white person and how they want to destroy them. 0 now. Human nature is evil. And here's an example of that. A Cincinnati City Council member, Victoria Parks, said they begged for that beatdown. Watch this from Fox.
Detectives say Matthews and another suspect ambushed the victims before attacking them, but Cincinnati Councilwoman Victoria Parks appeared to blame the victims in a Facebook post, writing, quote, "They begged for that beatdown. I am grateful for the whole story." She's now defending that post, Bill, telling a local affiliate, quote, "Nobody deserves a beating, but there is such thing as inappropriate actions, and there are consequences to actions. And that is what my post meant."
Isn't that like amazing? Even the government supporting violence now, the black government. Think about that. And you vote these people into your government. You already know that they're evil, they have hatred, and you vote them in. And this is what you get. It's not going to get better, folks. It's not going to get better. Human nature will not allow it. That's why we all need a brand new nature, a nature of love, because human nature is of evil. If you have any anger at all, resentment, evil, revengeful, you are evil. Your nature is evil. In you there is no love. No love. Yesterday, the woman who was assaulted shared her first public statement online. Watch this from X.
I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for all of the love and support. It is very humbling that you have sent your prayers, your blessings. It's definitely what's keeping me going. And you have just brought back faith in humanity. So God bless you all. And thank you. I appreciate everything that you're doing for me, my family. It's been very, very hard. And I'm still recovering. I still have a very bad brain trauma. It's Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
After a while, white Americans are not going to be able to leave their homes. Really, your life will be in danger. This is only going to get worse. Remember when some years ago, when it was just white knockout game, and the people would laugh. They would walk into stores or walk down the road, and they would knock white people out, and they would laugh. Now look what's happening. Mobs of black people jumping on white people, and they celebrate. If this is not evil, what is? And blacks is abnormal. This is not the way you should be living. And it wasn't like this prior to the civil rights movement. This came after the civil rights movement. Black people had common sense at one time, and they did not have leaders. They did not have leaders telling them to blame someone else for your problems, to hate your fellow man. They said to love one another. This came as a result of the civil rights movement teaching hatred and the parents failing the children and white people being afraid to speak up. And it's going to get worse because black people have been given permission. You heard a so-called lawmaker saying what she said about it. Oh, okay. They have been given permission to be evil against a race of people. And what's going to happen, white people are going to be afraid to go out because of the genocide upon the white folks in the same way they're doing in Africa, South Africa. And the blacks are going to turn on one another. Evil turn on the group after a while. Believe me, when they no longer can beat up white people, they're going to beat up one another. Because there's no love in this. Nothing but hate. And hate, desire, Satan, the spirit of evil, to rob, steal, and kill every human being. And black, you're being used right now for that. You're being encouraged to be this way. They took away the law. They took away the law so that you can be that way. I saw this thing on somewhere where it appears that 3 young black kids, boys, it appeared to be 3 boys, they went into a supermarket, and they gathered bags and bags of groceries or something. And on their way out, they locked the doors and locked them in. And they was like young kids. And they appear in the video. I don't know if it's real or not. You know, nowadays you just don't know. But they were like cursing at the store owner there, the manager, whomever, and threatened to destroy the store, break the windows out. They were acting just like black adults. And then the police came, and the police, well, we can't do anything about it. In California, they passed a law that you can steal a certain amount. And these people are doing it because the law is in support of them doing it. There's nothing in South that says don't do it. 888-77-JESSE. A quick break. Back in a moment. Now, I totally disagree with the way things are going, but you can't be angry because that's what the enemy wants. He wants to control you. They do things to make you mad so they can control you. It's like being married. And the wife would do things to make you mad, or she'll do things to make you feel good. And men do that to women too when they want something from the woman, especially sex. They'll make her feel good or they'll make her angry. And the woman's going to have to say, you don't want to be angry. You want to speak up. You want to disagree with what's going on. It's wrong, but do not be angry. Then you won't have fear. You won't have doubt. You won't have worries. You'll be able to see, but you got to stay away from anger. That's why you must forgive your mothers and your fathers so that you can overcome the spirit of anger. It's a spirit and it's wicked. Nothing good in anger because it has no love, folks. You need love to defeat evil. And love is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's from God. It's His nature. Where is the love? We have been commanded to love one another, not hate one another. There's no love. What the? Anyway, welcome back. 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. Support us on social media. All right? I forget to remind y'all. Support us on social media. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. Rumble.com/JesseLeePeterson. Cozy.tv/JLP, where Christ is King. JLP Talk on X. Jesse Lee Peterson on Instagram. Peel.net/Jesse Lee Peterson. Follow, like, subscribe, comment, and all that kind of stuff. Y'all know what to do. Amazing. And you remember we had a fundraiser drive going, right? And we needed to raise $50,000. Take her through the summer, pay the bills and the rent and the payroll and stuff like that. Thank you. We have it. Thank you for your support. I really, really appreciate that. It's amazing. Thank you for helping us to help others. I appreciate it. And I like the way you came forth and you donated whatever you had to get us there. Thank you. It's amazing. Men's Forum this Thursday night. This is the first Thursday of the month. Happy Men's History Month, by the way. It's okay to be a man. Happy History Month. Men's Forum this Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And those meters through the roof. They're amazing. RebuildingTheMan.com/event. Check it out. RebuildingTheMan.com/event. One other quick thing I want to share with you. There were, apparently there was an organized rally this weekend against the king, better known as the Great White Hope, better known as what manner of man is this? The world obeys him. Better known as the wind and the sea obeys him. And there was a so-called resistance rally. And they are resisting good. They don't want the president to do good for the country. and they are resisting it. And they are openly resisting it. Did you ever imagine that one day in America, land that I love, that in America, that Americans and illegal aliens would resist doing good for America? Think about that. They are dying desperately serious for a third world country. I'm hearing, and I don't know how true it is, but I'm hearing that in New York, there's a Allah Uaba person, a man running for mayor of the city. What's his name? The socialist?
Zohran Mamdani. Zohran
Mandami. Mandami. Right?
Close.
Huh?
Close.
Zohran Mandami.
People will know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Running for mayor in New York City, and he's a socialist outright. So he said he want government supermarkets and things like that. And now I'm hearing that a lot of young people are supporting him. And they supporting the socialist Cortez, something like that, in the United States of America. Did you ever imagine that this will happen in the land that I love? So anyway, they are protesting against the president doing good. They're not protesting because he's doing bad. They're not protesting because he's making America worse. They're protesting because he's making it good, better. An organized protest, and they call him king. Trump I never heard him call himself king. They call him king. In the same way they call Jesus Christ king. They call Jesus Christ Lord of Lords. They said, what manner of man is this? The wind and sea obey Jesus Christ. Same thing that they're saying about Trump. Trump not saying those things about himself. They're saying it about him. So 11 Live, organizers say it's about showing resistance through peace. Saturday's rally was part of a nationwide protest against Trump immigration policies. Watch this live, 11 Alive.
Well, hundreds marched through downtown Atlanta today as part of a nationwide protest against Trump administration's immigration policies. Organizers say it's about showing resistance through peace.
Atlanta's Rage Against the Regime March was one of hundreds organized across the U.S.
We believe in peaceful and nonviolent protests as a way to enact change.
On Saturday morning,
denying them the right to the American dream doesn't just hurt them, it hurts all Americans.
Demonstrators gathered outside the King Center in the city's Sweet Auburn neighborhood.
To bring back to Atlanta the belief that we fight for civil rights in a peaceful, nonviolent fashion, but we are just as concerned with what happened in the 60s as what's happening right now.
Chants echoed through the city as the group moved through the streets of downtown, making their way to the gates of Atlanta's ICE field office on Ted Turner Boulevard.
Amazing, huh? They're not protesting the crime in Atlanta. They're not protesting that the black liberals have taken over Atlanta, and it's a mess. It used to be a beautiful place to live. They're protesting the president sending illegal aliens back to wherever they came from. Illegal aliens. White people. Now you see why these people of color disrespect white people. Because white people, they're on the wrong side of good. What manner of man is this? They're protesting the president of the United States of America that's doing good. You didn't see these protests when when the border was wide open. Do you know that the border is shut down now? It's closed for the first time ever. Well, I don't know about ever, but since I can remember. Think about that. And then the white people are protesting. They want the illegals to come in and attack them, breaking their homes and their businesses, and rob them and knock them out on the street. They want that. The white people want it. They're like, let them in so they can rape the white women. Where are the white women? Some protesters said this was about more than one issue. Some supported a well-known Atlanta barber. Watch this from 11 Alive.
The specific topic here today was about immigration rights, immigration enforcement.
Rodney Taylor,
I'm a people person.
a well-known Atlanta barber and double amputee, has been detained by ICE since January. He's lived in Georgia since childhood, recently got engaged, and was taken into custody shortly after applying for permanent residency.
We want to make sure that people are getting due process and that the voice of the American people are heard.
Some say this march represents much more than just one issue.
For me, it is to actually start speaking up. I'm really new to activism, but I felt like I couldn't sit idly by anymore and watch what was happening in our country without exercising my First Amendment right and speaking up against what I felt like was wrong.
You picked the wrong time to start speaking up, lady. Of all the time to speak up, why now? What a mess! 888-7753-773. Let me go to Nor, a first-time caller out of Missouri. Nor, you are on the air.
Hey, how's it going, Jesse?
All is well.
Hey, man. Hey, I just I couldn't help but just agree with just about everything you're saying there. Kind of the downfall of society as a whole and where we're looking at. And I think it all kind of starts from the household. I really do. I believe that the mother and father of the household are really the ones who set the pace. And as soon as that, in many situations, the father is gone, immediately due to either his decisions or the impossibility of living with the mother with, her mentality. I've noticed that within my own life. That does cause a lot of strife within a child's mind. And then that child goes out into the world and causes that same strife. And so it really, to me, it's a lack of the Holy Spirit and a lack of, good bond and good roots between the mom and the father.
It definitely starts in the home. You're absolutely right, because if the parents were parents in the right way, the kids would not be doing this kind of mess, because the parents would not allow when they're growing up. They're teaching the right way to go. That's not happening anymore. And I'm thinking about these people protesting in Atlanta over the weekend, while Fox 5 Atlanta is reporting that there have been a wave of car break-ins and auto theft in Atlanta. And they're not protesting that. They're not protesting bring back the police. They're protesting they want more illegal aliens. They want them to stay in the country. Can you get any dumber than that?
Absolutely, absolutely. I can completely understand that. Here in Kansas City is one of the higher crime rates, and last month they reported about 92 deaths just this summer. You can't help but wonder, where does this violence come from? And I'll be honest with you, here in Kansas City, there's almost a direct line of let's call it classes or poverty levels, and you can actually tell the dramatic difference just by crossing one road, and it's really unfortunate to see that, the while there is a lot more people on the lower income side of Kansas City, there's a lot more violence and a lot more strife. I feel in that part of the community, and so and the only thing that I can correlate that to is right back at that.
Yeah.
The lack of parents and the lack of leadership in the household. So, yeah, Jesse, I just want to let you know, man, I appreciate what you do. I appreciate, the heat you take from society and your opinion, man. That's it's a lot of weight to bear, but I'm glad someone like you is out there doing it.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate it, and you stay with it, man. It's gonna get worse, so get ready. You haven't seen anything yet. This is evil. Thank you, Noah.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy. He's right about the family, man. Y'all. It starts in the home. In the good old days prior to the civil rights movement, black parents raised their children. They may not have been perfect in all cases, but they raised them at least. Super chat.
Super chat.
Super.
Super chats. Over on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Matt with 3 coffees says, Jesse, awesome White History Month and the Hollywood Boulevard Street interviews you just had were eye-opening. Well done.
It was mind-blowing. I was like, what the? Thank you. Thank you.
Roy bought a coffee. Happy Men's History Month to the men I see every day when I drive by the gas station, the plumber, construction worker, landscaper, cops, firefighters, all skilled laborers. I salute you.
God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman. Amazing. Thank you.
And Roy also says, by the way, the man on the street was amazing.
Oh, amazing. We got to do more of those. Thank you.
C-Bill bought 3 coffees. Jesse, I'm amazed amount of black people who hate white people. I would say it's about 80%. Wow.
Maybe more than that. It's amazing. It has gotten, think about it, it has gotten worse over the last 70 years or so. It hasn't gotten better. And the more that white Americans have done for these people, the worse they have gotten. That's what's so crazy. That's why you have to change a person's heart. Physical things will not change the person at all. Believe me. Thank you.
Thank you, C-Bill. And shout out Soul Conscious. I'm not sure if I read your 8 coffees answering last week's biblical question, saying, no, I do not identify with living my own life. It's impossible to live your own life. No meaning.
Amazing. Thank you.
And Eric with 5 coffees says, happiness is thought-dependent, peace is independent of thought. I think I read that one, just to make sure, though.
Thank you.
David, welcome JLP show member. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, David. Amazing.
Flip-flop days indeed, says Jesse. Obama makes me angry every day for what I see and have lived, what damage he's done to this day.
Yeah. See the injustice, but don't hate the injustice. Speak up about the injustice, but don't hate. You become like what you hate. And you're right, Obama turned this country upside down, and it has never been the same. It was mind-blowing. The fallen Messiah is and was a mess. Thank you.
Commander Kim says, I cannot comprehend. This is over on Rumble with the Rumble rant. I cannot comprehend being in public out on the street in front of people during an interview and getting angry and yelling about hating blacks while living in a black country. What a sad way to live.
When I think of the world, it fills me with sorrow. I was a little surprised. I know that black people, not all, but most hate white people now. I didn't know it was that bad until I knew it was bad. But I didn't know it was so open like it is. Amazing. Thank you. Can you imagine if white people were open that about hating the blacks? What would happen? Thank you.
Pastor Chatelet, 111 gold pills on pill.net on Friday.
Thank you.
This is black excellence. I love the blacks.
What's wrong with the blacks? Thank you.
White Wings 1776 says, we need a sticker for Men's History Month.
That's right.
Indeed we do.
It's on the way. Thank you for that suggestion.
Matt 1776 gifted the cookie. Good morning, fam. There's going to be a small buffer blip in the stream coming up. Thank you for the heads up on Friday.
Thank you.
Pastor Chatelet, this beta male, who's the man who runs pilled.net. Pastor Chatelet says, this beta male got a woman's name. Hey, Renee, go and forgive yo mama. Stop being a beta male. Send Renee back to Nicaragua. He's angry like a beta male, he says.
Nicaragua. He runs pure.net.
Matt, 1776, yeah. Pilled.net.
Check out pure.net. Amazing. Thank you.
Pastor Chatelet says, well, if God is black, at least a black created something. But
So I guess the blacks think that God is black because they're so angry. I guess they believe that God is angry too.
Indeed.
What a mess. Thank you.
Blunt wit, separate but equal, may not have been racial, but may well have demonstrated how little care the black community will take in their own things or how easily their worst will rise to the top.
It's a mess. Thank you.
Happy Men's History Month, JLP crew.
Happy Men's History Month. August is Men's History Month.
From me to you, have a lovely weekend, everybody. That was on Friday.
Thank you.
Happy Hulk Hogan Day. Belated now. On Friday, it was Hulk Hogan Day.
The beginning of Men's History Month. What a way to start, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just because.
Yep.
Matt, 1776, here's a cookie for having to talk to Renee.
Thank you. Oh, amazing. Thanks for the support.
He also says, sorry about that blip, fam. We're upgrading to light speed on pilled.net. Have a great Friday, everyone.
Well, these computers, they're bound to fail at some point. They got to have a glitch.
ALL with a super chat, no message.
Thank you.
C-Sal says, never look at the chat. Love you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Some lady was looking at the chat while on the phone with us.
What a mess. I got to stop there.
Okay, we'll read the rest later, guys.
Thank you all. I do appreciate it. Let me go to the first time caller, Tony, out of West Virginia. Let's see here. Tony, you're on the air.
Hey, Jesse, what's going on?
All is well, Tony.
Hey, I just had a question. You say, forgive your mother and everything.
Yes.
My parents weren't very, involved in my life, and my mom was, in and out of jail. My dad wasn't really around much. I have a hard time forgiving both my parents, to be honest, but, I think my mother is, really where I have more of my anger towards.
Every
and,
human being
looking
does.
for some advice. Yes, yeah.
How old are you, Tony?
I'm 21.
And you say you're looking for what?
I'm just looking for some advice and, how to forgive her and, just being closer with God, because it's hard to do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Tony,
can you hold? Let me take a break.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll come right back to you after this break. 888-77-JESSE. The hate news, not the fake news, but the hate news coming up right now, and I'll be back in a moment. 2 more hours to go. I recommend you get a copy of my book, From Rage to Responsibility. I write about how the spirit of anger was taken away from me 29 years ago. I forgave my mother who tried to turn me away from my father, and I returned to my father, and through him, my father on earth, and through him, I was able to return to God. No man or woman can return to God unless you go through the Son. And men are sons of God. There may be weak, pathetic examples of it, but it's the spiritual order of life. God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children. So get From Rage to Responsibility. I write about that. Go to my website, rebuildingtheman.com, for an autographed copy, or call 800-411-BOND. And donate to my nonprofit, Bond, the Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny. We are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man.
A whole lot of mess going on in the world. They're freaking out over all kinds of stuff. Flint, Michigan. Speaking of keeping up your stuff, Flint, Michigan, I guess the water is now safe to drink. Some residents remain skeptical. It's a mess. It's been like 10 years. They weren't taking care of their pipes, I guess. And the jobs report, a woman got fired at the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Very nice. She's the one who came out with a, was it propaganda jobs report? Trump seems to think so. He fired that woman. She had bipartisan, which means evil, support. And some redistricting going on in Texas. Very cool. This is the end of hour 1 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Female Monday. Happy Men's History Month on Female Monday, August 4th, AD 2025. There is, the lines are full. You can call in every so often, all right? Just in case a line opens up. It is Hake News, not fake news. JLP will be right back to your calls. We'll get to more of your super chats from Friday, from Sunday, and from Saturday, too. You can give super chats on Saturday on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, as well as Cash App, Bond at JLP on Cash App. And from today, guys, thank you all for the support. We will be reading them. But Commie Nonsense Network, CNN reports, after more than a decade since a water crisis devastated, they call it, Flint, Michigan, there's been some progress. In July, White History Month, the state told a federal court they had replaced 11,000 lead pipes and restored 28,000 damaged properties. Federal officials say Flint's water is now safe and meets the requirements of the EPA's Safe Drinking Water Act. Some residents remain skeptical. President Donald J. Trump plans to announce a new commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics over the next few days. He fired that commissioner woman, Erica with a K, McIntarfer, who, pardon me if I'm butchering her name, it's not on purpose. On Friday, shortly after the release of a weaker-than-expected jobs report that showed the U.S. economy added just 73,000 jobs in July, the monthly totals for May and June also revised down by a combined 258,000 jobs. President Trump responded to the report on his social media site, Truth Social. He responded with a truth. They call it a truth when you post on Truth Social. In my opinion, today's jobs numbers were rigged in order to make the Republicans and me look bad, Trump posted. In an appearance that aired on Fox News Sunday, National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett defended Trump's decision to fire that woman, Erica McIntarfer, claiming the president wants his own people there. Not these people that Biden put that woman in, by the way. Yet Hassett did not provide any evidence. Commie Nonsense pretends to want evidence that the report was incorrect. Whoever the president nominates to be the new commissioner will need to be confirmed by the extremist, bipartisan, evil Senate. So we'll see what happens. In an attempt to block Republicans from redrawing Texas's congressional map aggressively in their favor, meaning in reality, for what is fair, House Democrats left the state on Sunday. Whoa. The Texas Constitution requires 2/3 of state House members to be present to conduct legislative business, and the Democrats' absence denies the GOP a quorum. The proposed map of the GOP put forward last week could potentially eliminate 5 Democrat House seats, U.S. House seats, ahead of the 2026 midterms. Such a partisan change, they call it, may have significant repercussions in Washington, where House Republicans are entering a challenging midterm landscape with a razor-thin majority. Quote, "We will not be complicit in the destruction of our own communities." Give me a break. Democrats destroy their communities. But that's what Texas House Democrat Chair Jean Wu claimed. I'm James Hake. Now back to JLP. Hour 2.
Got to stand up strong enough about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. Happy Men's History Month. August is Men's History Month. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. My brand new biblical question, and it's a doozy. Is there anyone smarter than you? Is there anyone smarter than you? Think about that. Amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about, running around anywhere in the world, and you just can't sit and watch the show, but you would love to listen as it is happening, you can do it. You can podcast, but you can be listening to the show on your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App or BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. It's Monday. And every Monday, we take all calls. But every Monday is Female Monday. All my life, I had to fight. My brother, my cousin, my nephews.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
All my life I had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Deep in their soul, they want to be home with those babies. We've been lied to for so long.
I want to go back to Tony, our first time call out of West Virginia. And Tony want to forgive his mother. Tony, why do you... Hey, Tony?
Yes, sir.
Why do you resent your mother?
She's just been in and out of jail like my whole life, and I haven't really seen her much, and she's constantly just blaming me for a lot of things. Blaming me for like how her life went down, and I started listening to you, and then I was like, are all women like this? So
Yeah. And how?
I don't know.
So who raised you?
My grandparents mostly,
Oh.
but then I lived with my uncle after my grandmother passed.
Amazing.
And so I've just been moving around a lot, man. I'm living on my own now, so.
Right on. Well, and you want to know how to forgive her?
Yeah, because I'm trying to get closer to the Lord. Because after watching your show, I think I agree. I think that this is a spiritual battle between good and evil, and I want to be on the good side. So
Right
I
on.
was just looking for some advice, my man.
So, is it wrong or right to resent your mother or anyone, to be angry?
I mean, I guess it's wrong, but I mean, I've been justifying it in my life for a very long time. As she was blaming me, I was kind of blaming her for, if I would get angry or something, if I would get suspended from school or whatever. And, it's just kind of, I think it's more of a back and forth thing.
And so is it wrong how old are you now?
21.
Is it wrong or right to be angry?
I mean, I guess it's wrong.
You're not sure?
Because it's affected my life, so drastically, and I want to let it go, but it won't pass as easy, if that makes sense.
And so knowing that it has affected your life in a good way or a bad way?
I would say bad because, I kind of, even though I went to all kinds of different people, I never really had that family structure.
Yeah. And so if it has affected your life in a bad way, why don't you know for sure it's not good to be angry?
Well, that's a good question. Oh wow, you got me thinking, Jesse. I'm not gonna lie. I think I don't think it's good to be angry, and I think my life would be better if I didn't hold on to this anger. But it just keeps holding me back from my full potential, I believe.
And so in knowing that, which is true, why don't you know for sure that anger is not good?
Because it's evil.
And so,
right? It's from the devil.
Do you know? But you don't believe that 100%. Why not?
Because I think, when I was younger, I justified, everything, my outbursts and things, saying,
right.
Oh, well, I never had that family structure, and
But now you're an adult.
Yes, sir.
And why don't you know that anger is not good? Why aren't you 100% sure? Because there's nothing about your life that has come from anger and it was good.
Yeah.
So why aren't you convinced that anger is not good?
Well, I think that there's certain things. I guess what I'm really trying to say, I don't think anger's good inherently, but I think that people can't help it sometimes. You know what I mean?
They can't help it at all.
Yeah.
And why do you think people can't help it sometimes?
I think just because there's certain circumstances, when just things happen in your life and it makes people angry. There's some things that'll piss you off, but
and so
that's the first that's the first response. I guess.
Have you noticed that you have not been, all your life, you have not been able to help yourself but be angry?
Yeah, I would say so.
And you don't want to be, but you couldn't help it. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah.
Same thing with your mother. It's the same thing. She doesn't want to be that way. Well, I don't know if she want to be now, because most people want to be angry. But she doesn't want to be that way. She just can't help but be that way because her mother did it to her. And she hates her mother. She's yearning for her father. And she's angry. So she could not help herself but go in and out of jail and live the life that she was living, according to what you have said, and not be there for you because her mother screwed her life up. And
wow,
if she could have done better, she would have. She has no love, she has no direction, and she blamed the world in the same way you blame the world. You become like your mother, and you can't help yourself. And so in understanding that you can't help yourself, something else is driving you, it will help you to understand that about your mother, then you will forgive her.
Well, yeah, because the whole time, I guess I am kind of like my mother. Huh?
No, you're totally like your mother.
With the anger.
Yeah.
I mean, like in the sense of anger. Like
yeah,
I always try
right.
to kind of distance myself from the life that she's living. I never really did I never really did accept, that she did that to me, and I was just holding on to that.
Right.
But,
you're wrong. If you want to be free, you got to realize that, you know what, I am angry, and you acknowledge that already. And you got to realize that, yes, your mother did that to you, but she could not help it, just as you can't help it. And realize I am wrong for judging her. Anger is judgment. And all human beings who are angry, they judge, and they are evil. And because of that, they would never be one with God. They would never know God. And you won't know God until you can admit, I am angry, I'm wrong, and I have to forgive my parents and not hold anything against them. That doesn't mean you got to live with them, you have to hang out with them or anything. But
I don't live with them.
For you to be free and be one with God, your heart got to change from hate to love. And only God would do that with the man or woman who admit that they're wrong for being angry.
See, I think I have love in my heart too. There's some anger in there, but
you have no love. Why do you think you have love?
I love other people. I treat everyone. I treat everyone not well. I don't really now as an adult. I kind of learned how to, kind of control my anger a bit, but not fully, obviously.
You cannot control anger, and you love no one, because if you don't love all, you love none. You're just putting on a fake show with people, going along just to get along, but you don't love them. In your mind, you judge them. In your mind, you hate them. In your mind, you think you're better. In some cases, you don't love anyone. If you can't love your enemy, and you see your parents as your enemy right now, then you can't love anyone. You don't have love at all.
I guess you got a good point, but they other people in my life that I love, they didn't do me like that. You know what I mean? They didn't do me wrong. So I wouldn't have no reason to not love them. You know what I mean?
But as soon as they do you wrong, whatever you think wrong is, you're going to hate them.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You do. As soon as they don't, examples, as soon as they don't agree with you on something, or they don't do something you don't like, you're going to hate them. Because you have no love, you only have hate. And you call emotion that feel good to the body, you call that love, but that's hate. Just because you feel good about somebody doesn't mean you love them.
You're making me think, Jesse. I like it. I think people that listen to your show, man, if they really like grasp what you're saying, dude, like their whole lives will change. You know what I mean?
That's why for you, you need to do that if you want a change in life. And God the Father will change your life. He will change your heart when you forgive your father and mother for not being there for you.
All right.
They
yeah,
cannot
I'll
help
definitely-
it. Never argue with the devil again. Don't argue with them, but forgive them and do the silent. You know about the silent prayer?
No, I do not.
Go to rebuildingaman.com/silent prayer and start doing that so God can bring you out of your imagination. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. And you've been living in there ever since you resented your mother. You escaped your innocence and went into darkness of your imagination.
Well, I'm definitely going to check out that silent prayer, man.
Yeah, do that.
As I said,
and when you go and forgive your mother and father, don't have any expectation from them at all. Let's say that your mother said, well, your fault. You did this, you did that. Let her say what she wants. If she say, I'm sorry, let her say what she wants, but don't react to what she says. You forgive her and God will forgive you. Don't ask for forgiveness from her. God will forgive you because you are forgiving her. And he'll make you free.
Good. That sounds good. I'm gonna work on forgiving her. I just gotta know. I don't even know what she's doing right now. I haven't spoken to her in a few years, so
if you can FaceTime with her or visit with her, if not by phone, but you gotta forgive her, and and the love of the Father will change your heart from evil to good.
Jesse, I just want to thank you so much, man. You don't know how much this helped.
You're welcome, but I really want to encourage you. You got to forgive if you want to be free.
Yes. I'll definitely. 'Cause I have no idea who my father even is. So
you don't.
I mean, from when I was like little, like real little, he left when I was about 2, and so I don't really have much memory of him.
And you don't know his side of the family?
No.
Really? What has it been for you not knowing your father, growing up without him?
It's been hard. I kind of had to learn how to be a man, or at least try and be a man. When without a father figure, I think I did an all right job at that. I'm still working. Like you said, I have to forgive my mother as well.
Yeah.
So,
you'll be fine if you do that. So why didn't your grandparents tell you who your father was?
They did. They told me stories about him and stuff, but back then I was so angry. I just didn't want to hear about it.
Oh, I see. Both your grandparents have both of your grandparents expired?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
They did.
I see. Okay. Well, do the silent prayer. Forgive your mother and your father for not being there. And I'm telling you, everything will change for your life. You will have perfect peace.
All right.
Let me know how it goes.
Hey, thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome, Tony. You got to forgive, folks. Ain't no way around it. And to the blacks, those who are hating and blaming the whites, I promise you, white people are not your problem at all. Zero. It's your unforgiving heart that starts in the home. You got to forgive your mother and or grandmother for what they have done to you. They have turned you away from perfect peace by turning you away from your earthly father and recreating you in their image. And then you go out into the world and the world tell you that it's the white man or it's this or it's that. And it's not true. It's just simply not true. And you're not going to be free. You could beat up the white people until the cows come home. You can make them cry. You can make them give you all of their things, and you still won't have peace. You're not going to have peace until you drop the anger. Let me go out to the UK and talk to Joe. Heard around the world. Joe, you are on the air.
Hey there, Jesse. How's it going?
All is well, Joe.
Good. I called in because I wanted to sort of comment on your biblical question from last week.
Are you living your own life? And what does it mean to live your own life?
Yes. Well, I was thinking about that question in the week, and I kind of had like a revelation sort of like at the end of the week. And what it was is I just thought, I came to realize that it's absolutely crazy to say that you are in control of your life. It's because we have no idea, or at least me, I have no idea why I do the things I do or what are the processes that make these things happen. And what I realize is with thoughts is that, they just pop into my head. I don't know where they come from. I don't know what that process is. I don't even know why I choose certain things over other things. And I'll give you an example. It's like, I could say to you now that I want to think of an apple and picture an apple. And I can kind of make an image, like a model of an apple pop up into my head. But I can't tell you why I chose apple and not something else. I've got no idea why. I don't know why that came into my head and not something else. I don't know how that comes about. I've got no clue. It's just all happens outside of me. But then I was thinking about it more as I was realizing this. And what I realize is that in the world, and this kind of is similar to something you say in that we all are our own universe, is that the world that we interact with, it's a model of the world. It's a projection of our brains. It isn't ever the world itself. It's like when you see something, you're seeing, light bounce off of that thing, and then it's a whole process, and then your brain gives you an image. When you hear something, it's the same thing. It's sound pressures moving. It goes through your brain, and then your brain gives you a category of things you can hear. Everything we interact with is a model. It's never the thing itself. And it all kind of like tied into, thoughts, because thoughts are just a mental representation of something else.
Well, we talked about this on Sunday, this biblical question. And what it is, we are not living our own life because we don't have our own life. We are created in God's image. We have the life of God inside of us. And the idea that we have our own life is another false image that we have created within ourselves, and it's preventing us from knowing God because we think we are our own life, and we think that we are living our own life, and we're not. And that's why when you're angry, you're living a life of evil, being controlled by evil, dictated by evil. You have nothing to do with that. We don't have our own life. Our life is God's life given to us.
Yes, I saw that too. And, I think, as you said, it's kind of ridiculous to say that you live your own life.
Yeah.
It's impossible to do so. How can you ever explain that you're living your own life and making your own decisions?
And then think about that. If you live your own life, why are you making yourself so miserable? Why don't you make your own life perfect if you're living your own life? I'm living my own life. I do my own thing. I do what I do. And the people lie, and because they have created false images of self, and they lie.
That's very true. And I think the last thing I want to say to that and what you just said about, that the only life that we have to live is through God. The only thing that we can do is just live through Him. And that is interesting because I thought as well is that we never get to perceive things as they are. We get to perceive a model of things. However, what He has given us the capacity to do is to be. So we don't get to see things as they are, but we get to be all the time, if that makes sense. We never like seeing the world as it is. We're seeing a model. However, one thing we can do is we can always be. And once we're always being, that isn't a model. That is the only thing that is actually real.
Amazing. Joe, thank you, man. I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And
nice one, Jesse.
Happy Men's History Month.
Happy Men's History Month. I'm going to call back about a man's history moment maybe in a couple of weeks' time or so.
Right on. Thank you.
Easy.
All right. Oh, amazing. 888-7753-773. Let me go to the first-time caller out of Atlanta, Keith. Hey, Keith, you are on the air.
What's up, Jesse?
All is well.
Hey, we just quick.
Are you on a
question.
speakerphone, Keith?
No, I just turned it off. I had it on speaker when I was listening to you guys.
All right, go ahead.
Trying to see if I can talk you into running for president in 2028. The Great Black Hope.
Amazing. Let me smoke on it. We never know. Right now, I'm just amazed at the amazing job that President Trump is doing, and so we'll wait.
Yeah, I wish he was a little bit younger, so we could go ahead and just work into the law for him to run for a third term.
I know, a third, a fourth, and a fifth.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you see that they had an anti-Trump rally down in Georgia, Atlanta, this weekend?
It's a mess down here. This whole area is a mess.
It's amazing to me that the white people in Georgia, Atlanta, is fighting to keep illegals in the country. And when the illegals are here, they are attacking the whites. They're robbing the whites. They're raping the white girls. They're killing the white people. And yet, white people are protesting to keep the criminals in the country. I can't
That's
figure
wild.
that one out.
And they get treated better than the regular people that are legal.
Right.
They're like royalty. They get free housing and my bad.
Yeah.
They get money and stuff, and it's
Are you
crazy.
white, Keith?
Yeah, I am.
What's wrong with your people?
I don't know, man. This woke stuff is getting out of control.
But they've been this way for the last 70 years or so, when they became afraid to show the blacks love by telling them, I'm not your problem, no such thing as racism, I'm not your problem. And they
Man,
just...
it seems like it keeps getting worse every decade. Like it's, they keep getting weaker and weaker. Like we're going backwards here.
Even the white men are afraid to speak up. What's wrong with the white men?
They're a bunch of beta males.
Beta. What a mess. Well, I'll consider running. Let's see what's in store. You know what I mean?
You got me, and all the people I know. We'll vote for you.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Have a good one, Jesse.
And happy Men's History Month.
Thanks. Have a good one.
All right. Amazing. Super. 888-775-3773. Super
chats. C-Sal says, chat's not scum of the flat earth hake. Angry red face emoji.
Amazing. Thank you.
Ken says that
Is that a flat earther?
I don't think so.
Oh, the person.
I think she's joking around about that part.
Oh, okay.
I said the chat is the scum of the earth because a gal on the phone on Friday was looking at the chat, being distracted by what the chat was saying about her.
Let me take a quick break. We'll pick up with the super chats and your phone calls when I come back. Quick break. Back in a moment. Other than sex, I wonder, why would a man even need a woman today? Women don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They're in competition with men. They don't want to be wives and mothers. Some want to get married, but they don't want to live in that proper position of life. Because the only purpose of marriage is to have a family. And that's been known forever. And so if you don't want to have children, there is no need to get married. And so I was wondering, why would a man even get married today? I never thought I'd see the day when women would come out of her natural role and be like a man. Even though she hate that role. When she's with a man that's weak, she hate him. But if he try to be strong, she'll stop it. I never imagined that. You're seeing good destroyed and abnormal is presented as normal. Amazing. Welcome back. 888-7753-773. Thank you all helping us with the challenge. With the fundraising. We made it to the 50 and a little over. Thank you. To help get through the summer. I do appreciate it. Thank you for helping us to help others. Amazing. Really amazing. The men's forum is this Thursday night. This is the first Thursday already. At 7 p.m. every first Thursday night. And men, these meetings are like, Mamma mia, hola, si senor, como telebu. Amazing. At 7 p.m. every first Thursday night. And then the third Thursday night for ladies only. At 7 p.m. So get ready, ladies. And for personal shout-outs, I will do them for you. Birthday shout-outs, wedding shout-outs, anniversary shout-outs, whatever the encouragement, whatever it may be. Happy Men History shout-outs now, whatever it may be. Go to Cameo, cameo.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. cameo.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. And if you like a free copy of our newsletter, we put them out about 3 times a year, I think. You can get a free copy. Go to rebuildingtheman.com. No, I'm sorry. To go sign up for them, go to jesseleepeterson.com or rebuildingtheman.com. And don't miss out. No charge. And neither newsletters. Amazing newsletter. Rebuildingtheman.com or jesseleepeterson.com to join up, all right? Or you can call 800-411-BOND. 800-411-2663. Amazing. Let me go to Brian out of New York. Brian, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Brian.
How you doing?
Amazing. All is well.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
My parents, I'm having a rough time with this, and I've done, I've read the Silent Prayer, and I watch it quite a bit. My parents are still alive. My father's 90, my mother's 88, but they're very toxic people, and I'm trying to forgive them, but to go down there and face them would just create more toxicity, create more problems. Is there any way I can just forgive them without going down there and confronting them? Or is my
how do you know what is going to happen?
Oh, jeez, Jesse, I'm in therapy because of these people.
You what?
I'm in therapy because of these people.
Oh, no, that's not the reason you're in therapy. You're in therapy because you have not forgiven. So you're in hell of your imagination.
Exactly. But I don't know what to forgive them for, specifically.
Then why do you say that? Go ahead.
Other than my mother put her emotional baggage on me. My father was an alcoholic, but he quit drinking in 1977. But my mother's still mad at him about that. She still brings it up. You were out drinking when the kids were little. And he's been sober since 1977. So it's just to go down there and interact with them. I take them to doctor's appointments. I do that kind of stuff. But to sit there and have a heart-to-heart with them, I've tried, and they're not having it.
But Brian, you're contradicting yourself. You said, I don't know what to forgive them for. My mother was my daddy was an alcoholic, my mother constantly nagging. And you just said why you need to forgive them. Your mother turned you away from your father. She's angry and evil and out of control. And that affected you. It caused you to become angry. She imposed on you. So...
so what did I do? I went and got married 2 years ago
to
for a little bit more punishment. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, but I thought I was doing the right thing because I was returning back to God. I was borderline an atheist a couple years ago, so I met my wife, and we started going back to church. And I thought, well, maybe I should. God wants me to be married to this woman, but you know.
And are you still married to her?
Yeah, but we're having trouble. I have a stepson home from college, and he's disrespectful.
So you thought he's disrespectful?
Yes, very much so.
So why did you think that God would give you a woman who already had children or a child? Why do you think that was from God?
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know now then when I know now through listening to you. But I thought that I was addicted to drugs and drinking, and I cried out to God. I didn't even believe and said, I need help. You got to help me. And this woman kind of appeared in my life, and we started talking about God and going back to church, and that's what happened. So I just kind of took it as a sign that this is the one.
That's insane. So you told...
But what am I supposed to do now? I don't, I like being married, but it's a challenge.
But you don't like being married. It's miserable being married. That woman does not obey you. You got the stepchild you got to deal with. You're not happy at all. And then so you said, God, you got to help me. And the devil sent you a woman. You thought it was from God?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I'm a mess. What do you
How old are you now?
I'm 61.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're an old mess.
I'm an old mess, yeah.
So listen, Brian.
Do I have to get divorced? I don't want to be divorced. I mean, I'm lost here, Jesse. I'm being serious with you. I know I've been laughing a lot, but I don't want to be full of anger. I'm angry at this kid. I'm angry at my wife. I'm angry at everybody. And I try not to be. I do the silent prayer.
So then,
I'm just struggling.
If you don't want to be angry, go and forgive. Your mother.
That's my question. Do I really have to do it face to face?
Yep. If you can.
I can. They're alive. They're 30-minute drive for me.
How many?
30-minute.
I highly recommend, as long as they're not going to be violent toward you.
About 89 and they're 90 and 88.
Okay. Well, I highly recommend you shaking in your boots. You go, because your mother could not help herself. Her mother did that to her. And your mother hated your father because your father didn't know how to deal with her either. And she hated weak men. And so she turned you away from him. She couldn't help herself. Just as you can't help yourself, you are miserable. Your mother's miserable too. She's living in her hell. She can't help it. And so when you realize, yes, my mother did this to me, I know now she couldn't help it. She did the best she could. She couldn't help herself. I'm wrong for hating her. And when you go and forgive, God will forgive you, Brian, and He will make you free. And you do the silent prayer. He will give you a clearer mind. You got to practice.
How about the marriage thing? Because I did marry out of ignorance, does that mean I just walk away from that?
Well, don't think about that right now. Have a wait and see. Yeah. But because if you work on yourself and your wife does not work on herself, she's going to hate the light in you, and she will leave you anyway.
Yes.
So don't think.
Can I ask you a question? Because I've heard your story, but I didn't hear exactly how you came upon this knowledge of forgiving your parents.
I did what you just did. I told God, I'm unhappy, I'm emotional, I'm afraid of women, I'm afraid of this and that. Help me. And He allowed me to see that I resented my mother, and that was holding me back in life. I couldn't.
He didn't send you a wife then.
I'm sorry?
He didn't send you a wife.
He sent me two, but I didn't marry them.
Yeah.
Thank God. But listen, you got to go and forgive, Brian. It ain't no way around it. And then, and then once you do that, if you want to hang out with them, fine. If you don't, fine. But do not argue with them.
What's the approach?
Brian.
Just say I forgive you for.
Brian.
Yeah.
Brian. When you go there, don't argue with them. Don't try to prove anything to them. You're going to say, I am sorry for resenting you. I know now you couldn't help yourself. And I'm wrong for resenting you. And when you do that, God will forgive you. Don't ask them for forgiveness. You forgive them, and the Father will forgive you and make you free.
Okay. All right.
And don't let.
I guess I got to man up and go down there and do that.
Ain't no way around it. That's
no,
the only
not.
way.
I want to be freed. I don't want to be angry anymore. I'm sick of being angry.
Then go and forgive. And because that anger is keeping you away from God. Anyone that has anger would never be one with God, no matter what they did. Read the Bible, go to church, get married, have 80 children. You would never know God as long as you're angry. Anger separates you from God because it's the nature of evil. And that's why anyone that has anger is evil and they play God, they judge.
Yes. Well, I'll go do that, Jesse, and I'll let you know I made out.
Yeah, let me know.
I appreciate your help. I appreciate your YouTube channel. I appreciate everything you do.
Are you doing this? You're welcome. Are you doing the silent prayer?
I am.
Okay, stay with that because you want to, once you forgive, you want to practice being present instead of lost in your head.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
And that woman that you have is not from God.
No. I'm starting to realize that. I thought she was, though.
And all thoughts are all lies.
Yes, they are.
And so you've been living in your head, and your whole life you've been listening to thoughts, and they've always led you in the wrong way. They have always lied to you. There's no truth in thoughts.
Okay.
Let me know how it goes, Brian.
I will, Jesse. Have a good day.
You too, buddy. 888-775-3773. Let me go to New York and talk to Greg. Greg, you're on the air.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, so I was going to ask you your opinion about music or something, but I heard the biblical question, which I didn't hear, so I can answer that.
Is there anyone smarter than you?
Now, I just got back from the family reunion, and I found out that I'm 50% Polish, so I'm also I'm from Germany. My dad's side's from Germany, Holland, the Netherlands, Ireland, and Scotland. So I got a lot of white in me. Yeah, I got a lot of white in me, so I must be pretty smart, right?
And so, is there anyone smarter than you?
Yes, I would say yes.
And why do you say yes?
Because the thing is I want to say there's people who have higher education than me, but those people are usually stupid.
And so why do you say yes, there's someone who is smarter than you?
Because if I were to say no, I feel like I would be being, what's the word? Not humble.
So you
proud.
think you're being humble by saying yes?
I guess not.
No, I said,
that
would you think that you're being humble by saying yes?
No, I guess not.
But why do you say that if you didn't say yes, you would not be humble?
Right.
No, that was a question.
It was just a thought then. So no, I guess I'll say no then.
You guess you say no to what?
That there is nobody smarter than me.
Why are you changing your mind?
I just had a second thought.
All thoughts are all lies all the time about everything, anything.
This one's a doozy.
And so, because of time, is there anyone smarter than you?
No.
And why do you say no now?
Because whenever I need to know something, I've got the Holy Spirit, the teacher, to bring what I need to mind, and that'll be all I need. And
so are you being humble right now by saying no? No one's smarter than you?
I don't think I'm being humble or not. I don't think I am or not being humble.
All right. Great. Thank you, man. And I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday.
All right.
Happy Men's History Month.
Yes, Happy Men's History Month.
All right, buddy. Thank you. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Florida and talk to first-time caller Virginia. Virginia, you are on the air.
Oh, that's awesome.
Amazing.
Amazing. So my son told me about you, Jesse, and he's a retired Air Force and really gets a lot from you, and has helped. It's helped him a lot. So I've been listening to you, and I'm challenged because my take on the forgiveness and the anger issues. I have had a lot of healing through Christ, through God, because God has, brought me to those places of healing and letting go and forgiving. I'm a recovered alcoholic, and I just celebrated. Well, I'm actually this October, if I don't drink, I'll have 44 years of sobriety.
If you don't drink by October.
If I don't drink, that's by God's grace. If I don't drink, by God's grace, right? Because left to my own devices, I'm pretty selfish, really selfish. And but I love the scriptures. I'm a student of the Bible, and I love the Lord. And God got angry. God gets angry. There's a righteous anger. Jesus got angry. I'm told in the scriptures, we're told to not sin in our anger. I think resentment is different than that anger that can, when I allow anger to fester, I'm opening up all kinds of demonic crap to step in.
How is resentment different than anger? That's the same thing.
To me, resentment is something that has a stronghold that I live with. Anger comes and goes.
So let me ask.
I can get angry, but not sin in that anger, and then let it go.
No, how's that?
Well, because I have to understand where that other person's coming from.
Let me ask you this. You do have resentment.
Not currently. I don't think so. I have had resentment. There's not and there are some people that I gotta, deal with, and just realize where they're coming from.
And so, do you become resentful or angry at any time?
Well, I become absolutely, I do. I'm not free from that because I'm zipped up in a human suit.
And so, you don't have perfect peace?
100% of the time, no.
And
but
so
I have a peace.
Why do you think that you know God or love God if you don't have perfect peace 100% of the time?
Because I'm still got that human nature.
So why
that's
do you
not
think
been taken from me?
So why do you think you know God then if you still have Satan's nature?
When I open the door, when I choose to let my thoughts get the best of me and not take control, and if I choose to think badly about someone, I'm opening the door.
So why do you choose to think
can I go to God and?
Why do you choose to think bad about anyone at any time?
Because there's some jerks out there.
But what gives you the right to judge the jerks?
I can judge the sin.
How can
but
you
I realize
judge the
people
sin?
are broken.
Who gave you permission to judge the sin?
It's scriptural.
Where does the sin say you can judge the sin?
I can I can love the person. And when I see my brother caught in a sin, I can go to my brother, right?
No.
That's how I interpret Scripture.
Let me ask you: Are you a good person?
Only by God's grace.
Are you a good person?
Only because of Jesus.
Are you
left to my own devices? I'm not. Jess, can you hear me, or did I
Are
lose
you a good person? Is there any good in you?
Jesus.
Is there any good in you?
There's only because of Christ.
Are you a good person?
I am through Christ.
Are you a good person?
I'm not understanding where you're coming from, but
what's good? What's good about you?
Because God's changed my heart. Instead of just being selfish and self-centered and making my life about me.
If God changed your heart, how can you still serve the devil with resentment?
I can't. You're 100% right on that.
No, that was a question. That was a question. How can you still serve the devil by being resentful if God has changed your heart?
Because I don't wish that person harm. If I'm following you, I don't wish anybody harm.
If you resent them, you are wishing them harm.
I can get over resentment now, where before I could not.
You cannot.
I can't.
No, you can't.
By forgiving, I can.
But you don't forgive because you still get resentful.
Well, I get angry, but it's up to me to hold the resentment.
And you can't get over anger. Anger control you. It comes and it goes whenever it wants to, and you have no control over it.
Jeff, before the healing and continued healing in my heart, but a major healing towards my dad, because I was angry at my dad for 20 years.
Why?
And because of child sexual abuse, critical beatings. He had his own demons, and I didn't know how to forgive. And then when I became a Christian, accepted Christ into my heart 38 years ago, I read this scripture about if I don't forgive, God won't forgive me. And I said to myself, I didn't sign up for that. But after that, I started really working on this forgiveness, working on it kind of stuff and doing the best I could.
Have you forgiven your mother?
100%.
And
100%.
What did she do to you?
My mother was an absent parent in the house because she was a chronic alcoholic throughout my life, but she got sober and died with 20 years sobriety.
Did you tell her you forgive her? You're sorry for hating her for what she did to you?
I did. We did have reconciliation. I took care of my mother.
Did you tell your mother you were sorry for hating her for what she done to you?
No, I didn't do that.
So you have not forgiven her then?
Well, my actions spoke louder than words.
No, it didn't. Virginia, hold on for me. Can you hold?
Yeah.
Let me take a break. Hold on. 888-7753-773. Quick break. Hate news, not the fake news, and I'll be back in a moment.
I'm 32 years old now, and I've been clinically depressed since I was 17 years old. And ever since I started listening to you a couple of months ago, bro, I don't even need to hear the word depression. I don't even care about that because that's not anything that I identify with anymore.
Nice.
I'm 100% cured. I'm 100% better because I've been listening to the Jesse Lee Peterson show, and I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you. And I just can't even, begin to tell you how much I really appreciate the things that you're doing for young men. Young men need to hear this. And young men need to know this message that you're delivering because it's important. It's vital to their lives, Jesse. I just wanted to let you know that, man.
That's amazing. I mean, you made my day, man. When I hear one soul has returned to the Father, it's like 1,000. It's better than silver and gold. So God bless you, man.
Some serious mess going on in the world. The Texas demon rats, I call them, Democrats, are trying not to let the Republicans fix the the messed up districts and correct them. And there was a Montana bar shooting. What a mess. A mass shooting in a Montana bar. Watch out. An abortion. Did you know that the VA was giving abortions to veterans? Veterans? What a mess. Women in the military. And the China virus vaccine propaganda. I have some for you. This is the end of hour 2 already of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Female Monday. Everybody loves Mondays. August 4th, Happy Men's History Month. AD 2025. The lines are full. JLP will be right back to your calls, okay? You can call in every so often if you so please, just in case a line opens up there. But in the meantime, hang tight, callers. JLP will be right back. It is Hake News, not fake news. After the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, catch the Hake Report, if you so please. TheHakeReport.com. And then American Anchor Baby right after Hake. Catch it. American Anchor Baby. He's the one who did the editing on that beautiful Man on the Street interview for the White History Month Hollywood Boulevard street interviews. So cool. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN, reports Governor Greg Abbott of Texas has threatened to remove any lawmakers who don't appear when the state house convenes this afternoon, which is approaching soon. So Democrats, come on back over to Texas and get into the House, and the Texas State House, and vote for redistricting. You know that you don't deserve to be representing Texas. It's a mess. Anyway, a manhunt continues for the person who opened fire allegedly on patrons and staff at a bar in Anaconda, Montana, last Friday morning. Wow. The mass shooting, one of at least 256 so-called mass shootings in the United States so far this year, according to the Gun Violence Archive, no such thing as gun violence, claimed the lives of 4 people. The guy allegedly killed 4 people, including a bartender and 2 customers. Suspect identified as Michael Paul Brown, 45-year-old military veteran who lived next door to the Owl Bar. Last spotted in the Stumptown area, believed to be armed and dangerous. Officials offering a $7,500 reward for any information that could lead to his arrest if they haven't caught him already. On Sunday, authorities released the names of the shooting victims, all of whom were local residents. Terrible, huh? And abortion. The Department of Veterans Affairs, the VA, the once known as quite corrupt VA under Obama. Remember that? I think. They want to end certain abortion services for veterans in a proposed rule filed last Friday. Isn't it ridiculous? Anyway, in a proposed rule last Friday, the VA is seeking to revoke access, communist buzzword, to abortions and abortion counseling for veterans and their beneficiaries, except in cases where a physician certifies the life of the mother would be endangered if the fetus were to be carried to term, okay? This new rule would roll back a Biden-era move, meaning Obama, very pro-abortion so-called presidents, Biden and Obama, that provided access to abortions when a pregnant veteran, Lord have mercy, pregnant veteran's life or health was at risk if their pregnancy were carried to term, or if the pregnancy was a result of rape or incest, regardless of state laws. Terrible, huh? Imposing on the states. To date, 20 states have banned or limited access to the procedure of killing the baby and extracting it. In states where abortion is limited, sometimes they extract it and then kill it. It's just true. That's what I heard anyway. In states where abortion is limited, higher rates of maternal and infant mortality as well as greater economic insecurity have been reported. It says commie nonsense, pretending to care about life. The VA's proposed rule is open for public comment for 30 days, starting today. So get your yapping in, you yappers. Anyway, a China virus, COVID-19. I got to get out of here. JLP.
had to stand up strong, think the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to the third hour of the show already. What the? You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. And my biblical question, a doozy, Mamma Mia question. Is there anyone smarter than you? Is there anyone smarter than you? An amazing question. Know thyself. Know yourself, folks. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show. jesseleepeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about, running around, doing whatever you're doing, we're on Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time, heard around the world. So in different time zones. You can podcast the show if you're not able to sit and listen and watch it and listen. But you can, if you gotta run around, you can listen on your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. Or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App is Monday. And we take all calls. But Monday, we take the ladies' calls as they come in. Because Mondays is Female Monday.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
All my life I
had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist. Thank you.
Deep in their soul, they want to be home with those babies. We've been lied to for so long.
Amazing. 888-7753-773. I want to go back to Virginia out of Florida, a first-time caller, and had to put on hold. We ran out of time. Virginia.
Yes, it's amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. And then you have me saying, what the?
What the? So, Virginia, did your son forgive you?
You know, I have two sons and a daughter. They say they have forgiven me. It's clear that two of my children, my middle son and my daughter, still hold a lot of sadness and brokenness towards me and unforgiveness. And there's nothing I can do about that. I pray for them. I've made amends over and over. I can't do anything more. I can't change the past.
Your son that told you about the show, has he forgiven you?
He says he has.
Right on. And did you apologize to your other children for turning them away from their father?
Yes.
And imposing your will on them?
100%.
Okay, good.
100%. If I could have done anything different, I would. I was so broken raising my children.
Yeah. Amazing. Do you obey your husband?
Which one? I'm sorry, that's not funny. I know, but I had multiple as an alcoholic. A young woman. I was married and divorced 3 times, sadly, before I was 25 years old. Jesse, I was pretty messed up.
Amazing.
And, yeah, man, I was like I was messed up, and I was choosing really messed up guys because nobody healthy would have me.
Yeah, I understand that. Did you so I forgot what you said. Did you forgive your mother for screwing you up?
You know, what I was upset with my mom for was that she didn't leave my dad. My daddy had a lot of demons and really messed up individual, paranoid, schizophrenic at times, very violent individual, very successful individual. But she couldn't leave. She had 5 kids, and drinking was her solace. And but she died as a believer. She died 20 years sober. And I took care of my mother.
Did you forgive her for screwing you up?
Yes, I would say so.
Did you tell her you that she screwed you up and you forgive her for it?
No,
and why
I never
not?
told her that.
Why not?
Because it was not necessary to voice those words to my mother.
God said it was necessary. Why you think it wasn't necessary?
It was. I forgave my mother in my heart. Why? I did not want to bring hurt to her from her past.
Did God say forgive in your heart, or go and forgive and I will forgive you?
It's all about the heart, Jeff.
Did God say go and forgive, or do it in the heart?
Did he say to verbally forgive, or did he say to forgive?
Did God say go and before you
Absolutely.
Before you can enter into the kingdom of heaven, you must go and forgive. Is that what God said?
Yes.
So why didn't you go and forgive your mother?
I did.
No, you said you didn't.
I did not say, Mom, I forgive you for screwing my life up with staying with my dad who was abusive.
Why didn't you tell her that?
I didn't want to hurt her any more than she was already hurt.
But
Jeff.
How is it going to hurt her by you forgiving her?
I did forgive my mother.
No, by telling her that, why would that hurt her?
Sometimes for me, Jess, and what I've learned, it's better to, I don't have to go and say, hey, I slept around, or say that to somebody, you know, I slept with your husband, that kind of, why would I do that?
But that's not what I'm saying. I said that you must go and forgive your mother for turning you away from your father. Why didn't you tell her that?
She didn't turn me away from my
did.
father. I don't know. She continued to have relationship with him even after they were divorced for many years.
But she still turned you away from him. Your mother was evil.
My mother was a born-again believer when she died.
I don't know about all that, but I know she was evil when she was raising you. That's why you ended up screwed up.
Yeah, she was bound in addiction.
Right. She has the same problem you have right now. You have not forgiven.
I forgave my mother. I was able to take care of my mother for years before she died.
But
I loved her so much. She was my best friend.
No, you didn't love her. You hated her, and out of guilt,
no,
you took care of her.
No, 100% not.
Have you forgiven your father?
Not. Absolutely. Only through Jesus and the healing that he brought me.
Did you go and forgive him?
I did.
You
100%.
told him that you were sorry for hating him for what he did?
Yes, 100% I did.
But why do you do that with your mother?
Because there was no sense in it. But by the time my mother and I reconciled years before she died. And
so let me ask this: what's your question for me?
My question for you is when you say that all anger is a sin, that I don't agree. So my question would be is, how do you arrive at all anger is a sin when God himself gets angry?
Number one, you have never seen God angry.
I read about it in the scriptures.
God does not have the evil anger that you have. God is not angry, and in God there is no anger. The anger that you have and all human beings have is the nature of evil, of Satan. And that's
I
why
agree.
anyone with that anger, you can read the Bible, you can quote the Bible, you can go to church,
Mhm.
but you would
Mhm.
never know God as long as you have resentment.
I disagree with that.
Why
But
do
we
you,
can disagree. We can
why do
disagree
you
because God is
disagree
God.
with, why do you disagree with that?
Because God's bigger than I am,
What
and
has to
God
do
is
with you though? Why
gracious.
do you disagree with that?
Because I'm not going to separate myself from God if I have an angry thought.
But you already
Then I would
separated from him because you have angry thoughts.
no, because Christ
God
forgives
said
me.
that anyone that has anger is a murderer, and do not trust that person, that angry person cannot be trusted, that they are murderers.
It says if you look at another
What
woman
do you
or
think about
human
that?
being,
What do you think about that?
if I hate my brother,
No,
then I have committed murder in my heart.
Virginia, God said anyone that has anger is a murderer and cannot be trusted. What do you say about that?
Well, I don't know where you get that in Scripture. There's the Ten Commandments, Jess.
Jesse, not Jess, but
Jesse, sorry, Jesse.
Virginia, when you get that, when you think about that, God says anyone that has anger is a murderer, and do not trust an angry person.
Well, I don't agree that that's a full Scripture.
What do you think about that, Virginia?
I disagree with what you're quoting.
So are you saying that God is lying when he said an angry person
No,
is a murderer?
No, because Ten Commandments say if you are angry at your brother, you've committed murder in your heart.
Virginia, when God
That's what it
said,
says.
do not trust an angry person is a murderer, is God lying?
Okay, well, that could be different, Jesse.
Is that lying?
That
Was
be
God
different.
lying, Virginia?
No, because an angry person could make wrong decisions, so don't trust a person while they're angry. Maybe that's what, I've not heard what you're talking about, trusting an angry person or not trusting. I've not heard of that, so I'm pretty ignorant on that one.
Amazing. All right, so hold on to your resentment.
I'm not holding on no resentment.
Hold on to your anger. And
if I was, Jesse, I'd be drunk.
And see if you will ever know God. You will know. You'll know about Him
I
because
know
you
God.
read.
No, Jess.
You read the Bible. You know about Him, but you would never have perfect peace.
Jesse, I'm born again, and I'm going to heaven when I die because God is my Father and Jesus is my Savior. And my temporary little clips of anger doesn't separate me from Him, or else none of us would ever know God.
No one knows God with anger. You're right about that. They know about Him,
well,
but
knowing
about God is not knowing God.
100%. Satan knows the Lord.
So you know about God, but you don't know Him.
Wrong.
No, right.
Wrong.
No, right.
No, wrong.
Virginia, I got to run.
Jesse.
Call me again.
Good conversation. Love you, Jesse.
Love you too.
Bye, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey. 888-775-3773. Let me just tell you this. Elon Musk is at it again. According to the report, and it's right down the road from where we're located here in this office. Elon Musk has a brand new restaurant. And from what I've seen of it by videos, I have not gone down there yet, but I am going. It's right down the road. New York Post is reporting. Elon Musk Tesla opened the doors on its futuristic drive-in diner in Hollywood, California. Right down the road there, folks. On Monday, after several years in development. Watch this from Fox News.
Well, it kind of looks like a spaceship touchdown here in West Hollywood, and it's garnering quite the reaction. You can see the line stretching out the door. Lots of folks lining up to get their burgers and fries and all sorts of other things. Now, we talked to one Tesla influencer who drove all the way here from Austin, Texas, in, well, his Tesla, of course, and here's what he had to say.
When was the last time you saw a diner being discussed on global news across the world? They're talking about this building right here. They're talking about it in Shanghai, China.
According to Tesla, the diner seats around 250 people and has 80 supercharging stalls. There are also two 66-foot LED screens playing movies and shows for people to watch from their cars as they charge, or from the diner's SkyPad, which also features views of Hollywood. And so what does the food look like? Well, if you get it to go, it'll come in one of these Cybertruck boxes, pretty cute. And look at that, there's the burger. I tried it earlier, and I can confirm that it's pretty tasty.
Amazing. Elon Musk. ABC 7 is reporting the new Tesla diner in Los Angeles, California is drawing protests against the CEO, Elon Musk, and upsetting residents in the area due to traffic issues. Watch this from Fox News.
Electric cars are great, but come on, like this is just it's not tenable.
The grand opening of the new Tesla diner in Hollywood has attracted a lot of customers. But longtime residents say it's creating a noisy traffic nightmare.
We were really excited for the supercharger station. We thought it would bring good business to the area, but it has caused insane gridlock from 1 p.m. to 1 a.m.
It's impossible to park. It's you can't even get in and out of your own driveway. It takes two people. You need one person to go and wrangle traffic.
To me, it just seems like it's a safety hazard. And then all throughout the nights, you're hearing a lot of just beeping.
Video shows just how packed the surrounding streets are at night.
I can imagine that if there's an emergency or anything, an ambulance would literally not be able to get to us.
Anti-Doge protesters gathering outside the diner over the weekend, adding to the noise.
This is just bringing so much chaos to our block.
The diner has only been open for 1 week, but these residents are already looking for a fix.
Raiders! And the traffic gonna die out eventually. It's new, so everybody and they mama want to be a part of that. But the traffic don't worry about them, people. They're just jealous of Elon. What a mess! I have to go check it out. It's right down the road, so I'm gonna wait until the lines start to die down a little bit, and I'm gonna go over there and check it out. Maybe we'll do a man on the street about it. We'll see. But congratulations to Elon. And it's been said that he's going to build these restaurants around the world. And knowing him, I believe it's possible. So congratulations. And one last story for now. In Texas, they're trying to make a wrong a right, but the Democrats don't want it because they want the votes. They don't want what's right. But the president's saying, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm doing this for you as well, whether you love it or not. New York Times is reporting Democratic members of the Texas House of Representatives left the state on Sunday in a last-ditch attempt to stop Republicans from adopting an aggressively redrawing congressional map. Watch this from WKYC.
And this just in, Texas Democrats are leaving the state in an attempt to prevent the State House from holding a vote tomorrow on new congressional maps. Republicans hope those redrawn maps will net them several additional U.S. House seats in next year's midterm elections. The rare mid-decade redrawing of the congressional map would affect major metropolitan areas, including Houston and Dallas.
Amazing. They don't want to do right. If breaking the law is wrong, they don't want to be right. Look how they're mad by the illegal alien. They want the votes. That's why they don't want the district changed, because those illegal aliens live in their areas. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. What manner of man is this? The wind and the sea obey him. They call him King, the great white hope. And those protesters up there with the restaurant, they don't want Elon Musk Cafe to be there. They don't like Elon. Go sit down. What a mess. One last quick thing. Put now. If someone, let's say you were a boss and you had a company and you're the boss and you had employees. And then one of your black employees got into it for whatever reason, one of your white employees. And that black employee sent a text to their family saying, this white man called me the N-word. And the family showed up to your business starting a mess. Would you fire that employee? Or would you say, oh, okay, check it out? Or would you fire that employee? Here's a video of a black family arriving at their niece's workplace after she texted them that a white coworker called her the N-word. This is mind-blowing to me. Watch this from X.
I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, they should be terminated. I want to know if they're going to be terminated. If they're not going to be terminated, we need to go to the next step.
Yeah,
I'm about to ask her right now. I don't know where she went, but I'm going to find out who it was. Who's calling you a nigga?
Who?
Manager?
No, him right there? Cooking food?
The white boy calling people nigga?
He don't hear nobody, he don't hear us having this conversation.
So he shouldn't still be working.
And I'm going to have a talk with him right now.
You need to have that talk or I'll have that talk. So figure it out quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to have a talk. I just have customers in my guys.
Deal with it. I'm going to wait around because I'll have the talk. Because I want him to call me that.
Yes. And I'm going to deal with him right now, okay?
Yeah, okay.
After I'm done with the
Take care of your business.
Do you guys want any drinks?
No, I don't want nothing. I want you to take care of your business.
I would fire that heifer so fast to make her head swim. And she could never, not only come and work at my company again, she couldn't even come there to eat. And then those people that come in there threatening one of my employees, I will have them arrested. Have them arrested. These black people got to cut this out. And white people, you're letting them walk all over you. And that's just bringing out the worst in them. Why don't you speak up? Call the police or something. Because they're going to use that word racism until the cows come home. Because in a physical way, they think it's benefiting them. It ain't doing nothing for their soul, but keeping them in hell. Ain't no way I would keep that person in my company. This is why most people don't want to hire black people anymore. I hear it all the time. I remember I told you this story about millennials, how they are constantly stealing time from the company meaning that they make a deal. You pay me X amount of dollars, I will work 8 hours for you. But they don't do that anymore. Most of the time, they're on their cell phones or they're watching videos, anything but working the 8 hours a day. And that pay time, they have their hands open for a full paycheck. And they have no guilt at all about ripping you off. They'll be on their cell phone. They see you coming. They'll try to hurry up and get off or hurry up and cut the video off. And they don't feel anything. This person is paying me these amount of dollars to do an 8-hour job. They shouldn't have to watch me. Here's a video of a black family. Here's a video of a mother who says she faced racism just 5 hours after giving birth via C-section. Watch this from X.
Now,
I want my baby.
Okay. I will press charges
Who-
because you cannot record us. We have to give consent. It is.
But I
all of
asked you to give me my
I said
baby,
right
and I'm
now-
being nice, and you're not letting me be
now,
nice.
for the safety of your baby, because you are very hype.
I have
the
not-
police are coming.
I
want
hold
the
on a
baby in the
minute. I'm not
nursery.
hype, and I'm not recording. I'm not hype. I said I want you to take your hands off so I can. I call the police and I just want to leave. That's all I'm saying.
But
You can leave. Baby will have to stay here.
No, the baby
stays
cannot
for 24 hours.
1 second. I just had a nurse say that I pushed her, and I didn't push her. I didn't do anything, and I'm asking to leave because I don't feel safe here.
And
I'm
leave?
saying that I want you to just take your hands off my baby and just let me go home with my baby. I just had a C-section.
I know. Anybody wouldn't be able to go home with their baby. Not till 24 hours because there has to be
But the
testing
lady,
and all that
the
stuff.
nurse,
I know.
just said that I hit her.
That's
First,
why we're trying to resolve that
I
issue.
did not hit anyone. I'm not a violent person, and I just want to go home with my baby.
The
I don't
baby
feel
has to be
safe.
here for 24 hours.
Amazing, huh? Here's some of the comments from that.
So these are some of the comments on commenting on this
About
video.
that.
This is Grim Jow. He says, and it looks. You look at the photos here. These look like black people commenting on this. They say, "See, I would have crashed out." Ichigo here says, "Same." Totally agrees with that. Harriet Tubman is the name of this account. Says, "Yeah, she gonna have to jump that B word off when she off her shift," saying that to find her out when she's out of done with her shift. And then here's the last one, and this is some lady I think named Kay. She says, "She's so calm and nice. I wish I was there to speak up because WTF? How the F are you making false accusations and then refusing to let me have my baby? WTF? I hope these nurses are dealt with accordingly."
Amazing. I think the nurses should have said, okay, it's not good to take your baby out right now. You had a C-section. But, I want my baby. Okay, take it and let the lady and the baby die. I mean, that's what they want to do. Let them die. And then they'll still blame racism. And the lady says she wasn't recording. Who was recording then? It wasn't her. So I'm wondering, Tyler Perry has a show, and last week, he's not in the movie, but he produced it, I guess. Last week, they had the same situation on television where this black woman was pregnant and with twins, and on the way to the hospital, she started bleeding, and they were rushing her to the hospital, but there was a lot of traffic due to a light, the lights going out light. And the woman like bleeding and hurting, and they got her to the hospital, but there was so much chaos. The doctor told her to sit down. We'll get to you in a minute here. And the lady, long story short, she ended up having a C-section by a black man because the black doctor told her, "I'll be with you." And now they cry racism after this woman had the C-section. I'm just wondering, did this woman get this idea from that movie? It sounds very similar. Back in a moment. Anytime you have situations happening in your life, always be still. Don't overreact. most of the people that I know, they say, "Oh, I know Jesus. I love Jesus. I'm an observer." And as soon as something don't go their way, they get mad. I'm like, what the? If you overreact, folks, remember to do that. Don't overreact. And when you get mad, it's your problem. It ain't your wife's problem, your husband's problem, your neighbor, your friend, your preacher, your teacher. It's your problem. Why you think you tick? It didn't go your way or the way you think it should go. Don't have a way you think it should go. Let life just happen. Thoughts make you think that life should go the way you want it to go. And if it doesn't, if someone don't do or say or act the way you think they should act, you hate them. And then you blame them for being mad. It's the darndest thing I ever seen. But it's amazing to see it. So relax. The treasure chest is now open on DLive and stretch off on Pilled.net. Pilled, Pilled.net. All right. The Hake Report is coming up at the top of this hour from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. The Hake Report. And at 11, the American Anchor Baby, right after the Hake Report, from 11 to 1 p.m. Pacific time. Check them out. All right? I think that hospital should have let the woman go home. Okay, go home and take your little baby. If the baby die, it's on you, not us. And have her sign something that says you can't sue, you can't do anything to us, because we warn you it's not good to take this baby out right now. And then the people who are responding, stop being angry, black people. Why y'all so violent? First thing you think about is fighting. And the men as bad as the women. And so I'm wondering, and she may not have even seen this movie, but it sure reminds me of that. May not be. I'm just wondering. But what a mess, huh? What a mess. And it's going to get worse. 888-7753-773. Let me go to first time caller out of Indiana. JESHUA.
Hello, Jesse.
JESHUA, you are on the air.
Hello, Jesse. Happy Men's History Month.
Thank you. Are you on a speaker?
Oh, let me turn this off. Okay.
Go ahead. That's better. Thank you.
Okay. And God bless America and the great white hope.
That's right. What manner of man is this?
Yes, sir. One quick question for you, Jesse. Why and how we came to a fallen state, man?
You said why and how did you get into the fallen state?
Yeah, how are we into a fallen state?
Because as a little kid, you became angry after your mother imposed her will on you by either spoiling you or being controlling and turning you away from your father. When you became angry as a kid, you left heaven and went into hell, into the fallen state, by living in your thoughts, being angry, and judging.
That is correct.
And so, and the way out is you must forgive your mother for what she's done to you. She couldn't help it because her mother did it to her, and so on and so on. And then God will forgive you when you forgive her.
Okay. And, okay, one more thing, Mr. Jesse. I've actually told her. I've actually told her that, but not in the way that you're saying that that I would like, because I was always afraid of her telling me, "You're not God, so forgive me." But I did say that I did forgive everything she did to affect my life and not give me a good future like my father. He was never around. So,
Why were you afraid to be straight up with her about what she had done to you?
because of how I grew up, and like you said, all those bad things did happen to me.
Yeah, they happen to every human being.
Yeah, and so I couldn't bear the fact that I was looking at my mother through another lens. But now I do have the courage, and I think I am going to make that step because I'm tired of this all thing. I really am, and I appreciate finding you, Jesse.
You what now?
I appreciate finding you. Yeah.
Well, go and face her and forgive her. Don't ask for forgiveness. Mother, I am sorry for resenting you for you screwing my life up, impose your will, turn me away from my father. I realize now you can't help it. And God will forgive you when you forgive her. And he will bring you out of your thoughts, and he will destroy those thoughts and give you perfect peace, a clear mind.
I did not see it that way. See, the way you said it, I would do that. The way I said it didn't come out that way.
And the reason is because of your hatred for her, you are afraid of her. Anyone that has anger has fear. And so you're afraid of her, and by facing her, you will get your courage back. You're going to shake in your boots in the beginning, but courage will come.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you now?
I am about to be 40.
And so how old are you now?
39, sir.
Yeah, go and face her so you can be, God can forgive you, and he'll set you free.
Thank you so much, Jesse. I did not know how to ask. The way I asked, the way I told her was not the way you worded it right now, and I think that's the best way to go. Thank you so much, sir.
And do the silent prayer, rebuildingaman.com/silent prayer, so you can see that you're not your thoughts. Don't call those thoughts you. Emotional thoughts and all those things are not you at all. They are evil, and they are part of your old nature. But and the Father would take that away from you too.
Amen.
I wish you well.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Thank you to you and all your staff.
All right. Thank you, buddy. 888-7753-773. Memphis, Tennessee. Is it Zachary, I believe. Zachary, you are on the air.
Hey. Hello again.
Hey, Zachary.
How are you today?
Amazing.
All right. Amazing. It was about a little noise. I was just calling. I remember listening last week. You were talking about I remember getting on a roll about not listening to people and dictating like a certain time limit. You have to have a house, certain size house, and be married, and things like that.
Yeah.
And I was really appreciative of that. I was like, man, I wish I could like just stop and really regroup with all that, like, not think that I had to have it.
Speak up a little bit, Zachary.
Oh, am I not coming through?
Yeah,
oh,
now
here,
you
is that
are.
better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, thank you. I wish I could just stop and regroup and like not think about any of that sometimes.
So why don't you let the thoughts go then? Because all thoughts are lies, and they're not your thoughts. Why don't you just let them go? Why do you hold on to them?
I don't know what's a thought and what is just stress and pressure and like to get somewhere. Like,
but
I don't know.
You can't have stress unless you have thoughts.
I know. Yeah.
Why don't you drop them?
Why don't I? Well, Well, since I thought about that, it occurred to me, I didn't. I never considered thoughts being lies. I never considered them being like demons, talking to you, and them being lies. I never thought of them as things. I don't really try to invest into things that aren't real. And yeah, I've keep seeing I just so I can touch on a point, like that was my reason for calling. Like it said in the 99, there was like an average housing market price of like $88,000 for a house, and then it tripled in like 25 years. And I'm going like that just screams imperfect. It's like all perfect things come from God, and so that can't be a godly thing. Like it can't be godly the way people are describing to do things, like to have a sustainable life. It just can't be. It's like it seems like all a lie. And I'm wondering why people keep following. I'm wondering why people keep like having to do the exact same thing.
Zachary, do you spell your name Zachery or Ary?
It's Ary.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So your question for me is what?
My question is, why do we okay, perfect things come from God, right?
Right.
Okay, if something's imperfect, why do we keep it in our lives?
Because your heart is evil.
Right. So why do people why do we have this continuum in America where we keep trying to tell people this is the type of house you have to have, this is the type of car you have to have?
Because they want to control you.
Exactly. I mean, how many people need to wake up? What's the solution?
The solution for you to wake up and don't worry about anybody else. Let them stay in their misery. You're only responsible for you and no one else.
Yeah. I see better ways of living.
So why don't you live that way?
Like occasionally.
Oh, okay.
And I see it done occasionally, like carried out occasionally, and I love it when I see it.
And so why don't you do it?
When I live in Memphis, I live in Memphis, man. I have.
Why don't you do it?
I can go to a place.
Zachary.
Yeah.
Why don't you start living your life and stop trying to live up to the life that you've been taught? You can never live up to that in the same way those people can't live up to it. Why don't you drop everything you've been taught and then start living instead of trying to live up to anything or anyone?
I mean, all I can do is try, right?
No, why don't you do it?
Because I look back on failures. I think I failed
where?
in certain ways. I look back on times I think I've failed.
You look back where?
Years ago.
Look back where?
I made a mistake somewhere.
What do they have to do with now? That was then. This is now. Then doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is now.
I just want to be present when.
Come back to your phone.
The right thing. Oh, okay. I want to be present. Here you go. I want to be present when that moment arises. I want to be present.
So why don't you be present then?
I'll give you a great example.
Come back to
why
your
I
phone.
can't be present.
Why?
Am I not hearing? Am I coming?
You going away? You keep going away from the phone, or it's fading out for some reason. Why can't you be present at all times?
I think it's an issue of to hold on to what you've got, maintained, earned. I want that. That's what it is.
What? I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that?
I came out of this girl's house, here in Midtown, and I was having doubts about us working out. But in the morning, I came out and I was like I was riding down the road, and I passed by a girl, and she immediately flashes me this wide smile, and she started, so I do what I try to do. I say, look, hey, I like your shoes. She likes mine. We're both wearing like similar high tops, and I'm going the whole time. I'm thinking, don't do it. And I'm like, what? Why? What's preventing me? Just because I'm with this other girl that I've earned up this great connection with, that I know isn't going to work out. And I'm like, just turn around and ask for the girl's name. Just ask her name. But obviously, there's just pressures not to do that, and it's like I'm not in the moment even in that time. And I'm going like, why aren't you just in the moment, present right now? Don't even, you know what I mean? Like this other girl, the girl you just left, is like, she's got like LGBT books, women's rights books, all this crap. She's trying to live this other life.
Zachary, because of time, let me ask you this. You have a question for me?
That was my question. We already passed.
Have you forgiven your mother?
I wanted to tell you about that. I'm aware now. I need to forgive my actual biological mother because she's
have you
she's
done
the one
that
who
yet?
Took off and left. I want. I should I? Because I don't know if I have anger towards her. I really
you
don't.
forgiven your mother yet?
I haven't gone to her. No.
And why not?
I'm not. I don't know what. I don't know what to say. I don't know where to begin with it.
How about I'm sorry?
She does talk about my dad a lot. She does talk bad about my dad a lot.
Won't you forgive her for that, so that you can come out of your head?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I will.
Because you don't believe that all thoughts are all lies yet, right?
I believe people have done great things with ideas and thoughts.
Do you believe that all thoughts are all lies yet?
No.
You can't see that, right? And the reason you can't see it because you're one with them. It's like you met this girl. You're saying you just left one woman's house. You ride down the road. You meet another woman, and the thoughts are telling you right away, get her number. And then one thought said, well, you already got a woman. And then the other thought said, well, get her number anyway. You don't have to call her. And then the other thought said, well, how about the fact that she have LGBT books and she's liberal? And the other thought said, well, that's right. It's not going to work. Get this woman number. Right. You listen to thoughts. You listen to the devil. You listen to evil. And it's setting you up to destroy you even more so. You got to stop listening to that if you want to be free. But you can't stop until the light of God shine on the darkness, which are thoughts. And that's not going to happen till you go and forgive. You got to drop the anger.
So it shouldn't. So I should just see truth.
Yes.
Like it shouldn't be. I should just see it. It shouldn't even. It shouldn't be a matter of me having to think about it.
That's right. There's no thinking in truth. There's only seeing the truth.
Yeah. I just try to do things the right way.
You can't do things the right way.
Man, it's a mess. Like I can't seem to just do things the pure way, the way I'm intending to.
Well, the only way you're going to do it right is you got to be one with right, and the right would do it through you and for you. You cannot do it yourself, and no one can.
It's been super tough. It's so tough.
Come back to your phone.
I said it's been really tough.
Because you're living in darkness. You're living in hell. So, because...
Yeah. You're right.
So I recommend do what you want. You forgive your mother and your father for not protecting you from your mother. You didn't know how to deal as a kid. you could not handle the evil nature in your mother, so you become like her. So, Mother, I'm sorry for resenting you. I realize now you can help yourself, and God will forgive you. And do the silent prayer, rebuildingaman.com/prayer, so you can become an observer of those thoughts and stop calling them you, so they can be taken away from you, and you have a clear mind.
So I've been pushing myself out of out of any kind of happiness, right?
You haven't been doing it, but
myself.
evil has been doing it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well. Okay, all right. My mom wasn't present. My mom wasn't present at all. Like I grew up wondering what she was like. Like I don't know if you know what I'm talking about,
you?
but yeah, my dad did, and then my stepmom came into the picture.
Well, forgive your mother for not being there for you. She couldn't help herself.
Yeah.
She had issues. She has hatred. The same struggle you're having with life because you're angry and living in your head. She has the same problem.
She's a major drunk, and I told her that. Like I just come right to her with it.
Because she hated her mother. That's why.
I know. There is that feeling about that. There's that little tension there about that. Yeah.
And that's why she wasn't able to be there for you, because she's miserable as you are.
Man, can I answer one of your common questions while I have time? Is that cool?
Is there anyone smarter than you?
Oh, yes.
And why do you say yes?
Yes, there is. There is. There's somebody smarter in some.
Why do you say
some
yes?
fields in some ways. Because I haven't met them yet. I know they're out there. I just know they're out there. There's always greater and lesser.
Amazing. If there were...
And a man, okay, you ask what a man is, right? Can I answer?
Real fast, I gotta run.
Okay, all right. So a man is a man who talks to God and relays the message. That's what a man is.
I appreciate that. Go and forgive your mother.
And a man loves women.
Go and forgive your mother and do the silent prayer. Let me know how it goes, all right?
I'll give you my best. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Jesse.
Okay.
Adios.
Bye. Super chat. Super
chats. Ken on Friday says the call with Lisa might be a JLP Hall of Fame call. If she crying, she lying. Salute.
Amazing call. I wish her well.
Elijah says with the diamond, black women are jealous and insecure of white women hair. He says.
That's for sure.
Commander Kim on Rumble, I've never met a biracial or mixed person who wasn't angry, and never met a black raised by a white family who wasn't angry. I rest my case.
Amazing. Thank you.
Spaz out on Rumble. W, first of the month, and Men's History Month. Check it. Samuel Brown, the English engineer, invented the first gas vacuum engine in 1823, and Carl Benz, the father of the car, invented the first motor wagon 1886.
That's a Man History moment.
I think so.
Thank you. Amazing.
Sweet.
Nice. Thank you.
ALL, no message. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Anthony on Cash App, no hair, no kids, no snacks, no way. Back to USA you go. Rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. Nice song.
Thank you.
Black Friday sales, no fighting in aisles, please. Hello, I am a mess. Nice to meet you. What the? JV the Great.
You.
Thank you, Anthony. JV the Great. The caller Renee takes after his mother. He's definitely a mama's boy.
Amazing. Thank you.
Charles. Hey, Jesse, your man on the street interviews the other day made it clear that whites need their own towns, shouldn't be subjected to these angry blacks who hate them.
And whites better hurry up before this genocide get worse on them, up against them. Amazing. Thank you.
Dominic, no message. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coffee. Eric, 5 coffees. Lisa from Florida. Great example of confusing emotion with love. Can you make a YouTube clip of that conversation? Thanks.
Thank you.
I would imagine that Derek has made it. T. Smith for coffee, heart face.
Thank you. Amazing.
Karmic binding, he reproached himself. Jesse didn't say anything, but there is something better in Jesus being Christian. Doesn't mean that you let go and live on a rock unless that's what you're into.
Amazing. Thank you.
In regards to the big black statue you showed on Friday, you asked, as it says Julie from Connecticut, Eric's wife, you asked the anchor baby where she was going, and it looked to me she was going to Walmart.
Thank you. Amazing.
Last week's biblical question response asked someone with 3 coffees, are you living your own life, and what does it mean?
Right.
Funny how the simplest thing, just living, is also the hardest thing to do. To live is to die from the false self to all that's unreal, in the sense the person has never lived, only life itself.
Why can't you just be? Why you gotta be anything? Just be. Duh. Thank you.
Beast Nation with a generous Rumble rant on Friday. Oh no, on church. I'm white, but I have a black pasta. What the?
Amazing.
Belushi says that's some country A stuff, Jesse. Most whites pay each other back. Just saying, says Belushi on Pilled.
Thank you. Amazing. Big Bump.
Big Bump.
Had a baby.
Had a baby.
Well, he didn't have it.
Had a grandbaby.
Congratulations, Big Bump. Is it a boy or girl?
Boy.
Congratulations,
Apollo.
Double.
Alpha name.
What's his name?
Apollo.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Big Bump.
Congrats, Big Bump.
Tell your daughter I said right on.
Anthony says 5 shot children to Philly Rec Center. I hadn't heard that story. What a mess.
Happened?
5 shot children to the Philly Rec Center.
Oh, I don't remember hearing that.
Coffee, says T. Smith. Another one. Thank you.
Thank you.
1 million Catholic youth came together. No violence, says Anthony. God likes to be God, not play God. It's eyes to see, ears to hear.
Amazing. Thank you.
Advisor says, please tell Jesse living your own life means living a life of freedom from thoughts. Let the consciousness guide you day by day. No worrying about what the day unfolds for you.
Amazing. Thanks. I am out of time.
We'll read the rest later, guys. Thank y'all.
I appreciate it. You don't have to be you any longer. Go and forgive. Brady out of Arizona. Dexter out of New York. Jareth out of Las Vegas. I am out of time, and the caller just dropped. I'm out of time. Bye. Hey, coming up.
The views, information, thoughts, and opinions expressed during this show are the individual's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the JLP Network or Bond. Their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The JLP Network and Bond name and all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service.
We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women, families, individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really, really, really want to understand, they overcome it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingaman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven.